What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Black Label Chia coming to you with another video on this game Black Deck. And this tournament is going pretty crazy already. You see there's a person, Octavion, whoever that is. They're in first place right now with 66,000 points. Cool, I'm in 8th place with 16,000 points. It's alright, whatever it is, it's cool. I'm not going to even trip on that. But that tournament is going strong. Make sure you are doing whatever you can. If you're early on in the game, don't worry too much about it or stress too much about it. Take your time and do what you can and enjoy the game. All right. But I want to talk to you guys about clearing your artifact storage. And there's a couple different ways you can do that. It's either by equipping or selling your artifacts. Okay. So let's go ahead and dive in. So my artifact storage is at 951. You can have a max of 1,000. And that goes is shared between your artifacts and accessories. Ideally, it would be better if it was separated, so that way you can have 1,000 artifacts and 1,000 accessories. But it's okay. It's shared. It is what it is. So how do you manage this? First things first, if you are early in the game, you want to try to get as many as you can and try to get to the point where you can get at least 3 and 4 star gear early, right? Whether it's commons, uncommons, or rares. If you can get epics and legendaries, cool. But you want to try early on when you can start getting artifacts to get as many as you can of those artifacts. Okay? That's the first thing. After that, you're going to eventually get to a point where you need to start selling off artifacts, right? So for me, I'm farming in a certain stage where I get lifesteal gear, specifically boots. So in order to sell, you're going to hit this money sign right there, and then you're going to click the artifacts that you want to sell. Okay. Once you have all the artifacts you want to sell, you click the button sell and you get coins for that. Now this does help with building up your coin resource for the card upgrade events and artifact upgrade events. Those coins come into play for that. All right. But let's just say you have some cards that are not equipped. Okay. I know for a fact I have some forest cards that do not have any artifacts on it. Like my lightning spider has nothing. One thing I can do is I can either hit the auto quit button and it'll put a bunch of random artifacts. All right. You put a bunch of different artifacts at random. They all should be melee artifacts. Oh, nope, that's not melee. That's ranged. It's ranged. It's melee. It's ranged. Ranged. Melee. At this point, I already know I'm not going to leave all this on there because, granted, you can have ranged artifacts on melee artifacts and vice versa. But in order to get the boost for the artifact and the substats you want, as far as the strength substats, you do want to make sure you're putting a ranged card with ranged artifacts and a melee card with melee artifacts. Okay? So, if you're here on this screen, you can hit this red button where it says artifact sets. You can click that and it'll de-equip everything. All right, even if you're on the screen. It used to be on top of the shield, but I'm glad they moved it. So let's go ahead and do that. Now it's done. Just look at the skills. Debuffs all shocked enemies by 20% of this card's max strength. Books up to 40. Shocks for 2 turns. Books up to 4 turns, and has stealth. Cool. So don't need to put shock resistance on there. You could do like ignite or frost or something like that. resistance artifacts, first thing I'm gonna do is filter my artifacts to melee, because this is a melee card. Now I'm going to come down and slowly look over what I have available. And see what I have available. What do I want to use? What do I have to use? Do I want to put resistance to all elements? Do I want to do evasion? What do I want to do? Evasion is not necessary because I already have stealth, right? But I can do something like this, which I probably will. Put that on there and put you on there. Cool. Now we're going to think about strength as well. It's already going to get strength, so you kind of don't have to focus on the strength set. Okay? You don't have to focus on it, but you can. Just letting you know, you can. If you notice that you have a set of artifacts, but you don't have a complete set where you can put all 4 or all 6 artifacts on that card, it's okay. Put what you can, especially if you're not using that card right away. Okay? So if I, like this regeneration set, I know I don't have all 4 artifacts in order to equip and get the boost. I can still put that on there and then just add it later. Or I can choose a different artifact set that I think will work best as well. That makes sense. So this has stealth, and then you put focus on it. If ignores protection and stealth abilities, I can do savage potentially, and I actually want to do savage, honestly, because I think that's a pretty cool concept to have a card that has stealth and hit up a card pretty doggone good. So let's add the gauntlet on here. Sometimes I do check to see if there's a artifact that has a faction substat as well. Sometimes, not all the time. I probably should do it all the time, but I don't always do it. That's just being honest. All right. Now I am missing a ring and a chest plate. I don't have a chest for artifact for fire resistance, and I don't have a chest plate for the savage set, which is okay. I can add it later. Next, I'm gonna add my ring. Do that, and then boom, I have gotten rid of, including accessories, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 artifacts or 6 items out of my storage, and it's now on a card that can later be used. So now that you have seen that, this can help you with managing your artifact storage. Okay, this is not the end all be all. Sometimes you're gonna have to make tough decisions and sell artifacts that you don't really want to if you're really not using them or need them. Okay, that's up to how you play and how you want to approach this game and be the best you can in this game. All right, so I'm not going to hold you guys up. I'm going to end the video here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, holla back at your boy. Peace.